The Dr. John R. Drish House, located in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, is a hauntingly beautiful antebellum mansion with a history steeped in tragedy, mystery, and paranormal legend. Built in the 1830s by Dr. John R. Drish, a prominent local physician and plantation owner, the home is considered one of the most haunted places in the South. The architectural grandeur of the house contrasts sharply with the eerie stories of ghostly apparitions and inexplicable phenomena that have surrounded it for nearly 2 centuries. The mansion, a blend of Greek Revival and Italianate architectural styles, was once the centerpiece of Dr. Drish's large plantation. It was a symbol of wealth and social standing in the South. However, the lives of the family members who lived there were marked by tragic events. Dr. John R. Drish was known to have struggled with alcoholism and emotional turmoil in his later years, and his death in 1867 occurred under strange circumstances. According to local legend, Dr. Drish fell to his death down the grand staircase of his mansion, possibly in a drunken stupor. This tragic end is believed to be one of the sources of the house's hauntings. One of the most famous ghost stories connected to the Drish house involves a mysterious light that is said to appear in the tower of the mansion. According to legend, after Dr. Drish's death, his wife Sarah became obsessed with planning his funeral and demanded that his final rites be conducted with the utmost ceremony. She even set aside candles to be used for her own funeral, insisting they be lit when she died, as they were never used for her husband. However, when Sarah passed away, her last wishes were forgotten, and the candles were never lit. It is said that not long after Sarah's death, a strange light began to appear in the mansion's tower, flickering at night as if from unseen candles. Many believe this is the spirit of Sarah Drish, angry that her final request was ignored, lighting the candles herself in the afterlife. The glowing light has been reported by multiple witnesses over the years, contributing to the house's reputation as a haunted site. Paranormal investigators and visitors alike have claimed to see this spectral light, though there is no physical explanation for its presence. In addition to the ghostly light, other unexplained phenomena have been reported within the Drish house. Some visitors have experienced sudden cold spots or felt an overwhelming sense of sadness or dread upon entering certain rooms. Doors have been seen to open and close on their own, and disembodied voices have been heard echoing through the halls. Shadowy figures have also been spotted near the staircase where Dr. Drish allegedly met his untimely end, further fueling speculation that his spirit still lingers in the home. The house itself has undergone many transformations over the years, serving as a school, a church, and even an auto parts warehouse before falling into disrepair. Despite its changing roles, the haunted legacy of the Drish family has persisted. In recent years, restoration efforts have returned the house to its former glory, allowing visitors to experience its haunting beauty and learn about its dark past. Iolani Palace, nestled in the heart of Honolulu, Hawaii, stands as a symbol of the once powerful Hawaiian monarchy and remains a place of immense historical significance. Built in 1845 by King Kalakaua, the palace was the official residence of Hawaii's last reigning monarchs. Though it is a stunning representation of Hawaiian royalty and architectural splendor, it is also a place where history's dark shadows linger, with many believing it to be haunted by the spirits of the Hawaiian royal family. The palace was constructed as part of King Kalakaua's vision to bring Hawaii into the modern world. Combining elements of European and traditional Hawaiian design, the palace boasts grand halls, intricate woodwork, and lavish furnishings. Iolani Palace was the first residence in Hawaii, and even the first royal palace in the world, to have electricity and telephones, showcasing Kalakaua's commitment to modernity. However, the grandeur of the palace would soon be overshadowed by the political turbulence that followed. In 1893, just a few years after Kalakaua's death, his sister and successor, Queen Liliuokalani, was overthrown by a group of American businessmen and local residents with support from the U.S. military. The monarchy was dissolved, and Hawaii was annexed by the United States. This marked the end of the Hawaiian kingdom, and Queen Liliuokalani was imprisoned within her own palace. Confined to a small room upstairs, she spent months under house arrest, composing songs and writing letters, lamenting the loss of her kingdom. The sorrow and pain of this period are said to have left a lasting mark on Iolani Palace, with many visitors reporting feelings of sadness and eerie sensations particularly in the room where the Queen was imprisoned. The haunting legacy of Queen Liliuokalani is one of the most enduring aspects of the palace's paranormal reputation. Some visitors and staff claim to have seen her ghost, dressed in traditional royal attire, walking the halls or standing near the throne room as though still watching over her lost kingdom. Others report hearing the soft strains of music, perhaps a reminder of the Queen's musical compositions during her imprisonment, echoing through the palace, despite the fact that no instruments are present. These apparitions and sounds are often described as serene yet deeply melancholic, reflecting the Queen's enduring spirit. Other reports of paranormal activity at Iolani Palace include mysterious footsteps, doors opening and closing on their own, and shadowy figures seen out of the corner of visitors' eyes. Some believe these spirits may be those of other members of the royal family, such as King Kalakaua himself, who passed away under mysterious circumstances during a visit to San Francisco, or his consort, Queen Kapiolani. The royal family's deep connection to the palace, even after death, seems to have left an indelible imprint on the building. One of the most chilling spots within the palace is the imprisonment room, where Queen Liliuokalani spent her final days as a monarch. Visitors often report a heavy, oppressive atmosphere in the room, as though the Queen's sorrow and the weight of her forced abdication still hang in the air. Some have felt cold spots or an unexplainable sense of sadness, which seems to overwhelm them as they stand within the small confines where Hawaii's last queen was held captive. Today, Iolani Palace serves as a museum, offering visitors a glimpse into the opulent lives of Hawaii's royalty and the tragic end of the Hawaiian kingdom. While it stands as a cultural and historical treasure, the haunting reminders of its past remain ever present. For those who explore its halls, Iolani Palace offers more than just a view into Hawaii's royal history. It offers a chance to connect with the spirits of a lost monarchy, forever tied to the place they once called home. The E.H. Harrison House in Keokuk, Iowa is a stunning example of late 19th century architecture, built during the Gilded Age. However, beneath its grandeur lies a dark and unsettling history that has led many to believe the mansion is haunted. With its rich past marred by tragic events and paranormal legends, the E.H. Harrison House has become one of Iowa's most infamous haunted locations, where the ghosts of its former inhabitants are said to still roam its elegant halls. Constructed in the 1850s for the wealthy businessman E.H. Harrison, the mansion was intended to showcase Harrison's success and social standing. It was a beautiful and elaborate home, featuring detailed woodwork, ornate fireplaces, and large windows that offered a view of the surrounding landscape. Like many homes of its era, the E.H. Harrison House was a symbol of prosperity, but it also became the backdrop for a series of unfortunate and mysterious occurrences. Harrison himself, while a man of significant wealth, was not immune to the tragedies of life. Shortly after the house was completed, Harrison's wife fell gravely ill, passing away in one of the upstairs bedrooms. Heartbroken by the loss of his beloved wife, Harrison reportedly became a recluse, withdrawing from society and spending much of his time in the house. His own health deteriorated soon after, and he died under suspicious circumstances, leading to speculation about his death. The grief and sorrow that seemed to envelop the mansion from that point forward gave rise to rumors of hauntings. The Harrison house is said to be haunted by multiple spirits, most notably that of Harrison's wife. Visitors to the home have reported seeing the apparition of a woman dressed in late 19th century clothing, often near the bedroom where she died. Her presence is typically accompanied by a cold breeze or the smell of perfume, both of which vanish as quickly as they appear. Witnesses describe the ghost as both beautiful and mournful, silently wandering the halls, perhaps in search of her husband or seeking peace in the afterlife. In addition to the ghost of Harrison's wife, others have claimed to encounter the restless spirit of E.H. Harrison himself. His apparition has been seen near the grand staircase, where some believe he fell or was pushed to his death. Those who have experienced his presence describe an overwhelming feeling of sadness, as though Harrison is still grieving the loss of his wife or reliving his own tragic end. Visitors report hearing footsteps when no one is around and doors that open and close by themselves, as if the mansion's former master is still walking its halls. Another eerie aspect of the mansion's haunted reputation involves strange sounds coming from the basement. Some say they've heard low whispers or even cries echoing from below, although investigations have never uncovered a source. Paranormal investigators have frequently visited the house, drawn by the reports of disembodied voices, unexplained cold spots, and shadowy figures that move through the dimly lit rooms. They've recorded electromagnetic disturbances and temperature fluctuations, further fueling the belief that something paranormal lingers within the home. Despite its haunted reputation, the E.H. Harrison House remains a local landmark. Preservation efforts have restored much of its former beauty, and the house is occasionally open to the public for tours. However, those who enter are often left with a sense of unease, as though they are being watched by unseen eyes or accompanied by the spirits of the house's tragic past.